Welcome. A combination of elements have subdued me to slow down in the videos that I'm making, helping a few people out, doing a few things, and at the same time trying to get my own element in order has slowed me down. Although I have been documenting every single day bits and pieces and parts of everything that I find, I still am reluctant to do a video. I'm trying to get my videos a little bit more condensed into where I can explain myself a lot more. One of the things I would like to show is the element of the roof, where the roof is a V saying 5, so it's 5 down, where the floor is the U part connecting two sides of the walls. And if I was a split border, the walls would be on each side of the border. This would be the pinion, the opinion of Ben, which would be the firstborn. Okay, this would be also called in French the accent of Dieu and the accent of grave. One would say raved or green avenue. Goût would mean the taste. Okay. One other thing I want to go over is the numbers 10 and 11, and where 11 is an automatic 2 dice, 6 and 5, where the 12 is 6 and 6. And this is what they call in the come out roll, where you do not make a point. Now we have to understand what the point is and go back to the game of craps. Now I would have to sit down one-on-one and discuss with somebody to see what they say. The number in 12th, TW, is 20, plus 23 is 43, 6 into 20 is 49. 7 and, the word 8 and 7 are assimilated to the sides of which 8 is a representation of 0 and 7 is a representation of 5. When you're dealing with pennies, if you have a cost of 7 cents, you will revert back to paying 5 cents. If you have a cost of 8 cents, you will have a relationship to be paying 0 cents or 10 cents. It would be 510. Okay, you're paying 510, you're not paying 0. There is no such thing as 0. 0 is the faculty that is in the center that holds two hearts of two sides. 88 is the element. 4 and 4 is 8, because with 1 4, it's just you. You own everything, you are everything, but nothing works unless you come into this world and you transfer your spirit from here, me, over to the computer, to where you now take the computer, which is the alternate me, and you, which is me 4 and you 4, taking the 4 of who I am inside the computer, making 8 work. 4 and 4 in the computer, and 4 is the 12th element. Okay, what we're going to do right now, okay, is something really short. I went out to have a bite for dinner last night, and I came up with this piece of paper. And now this is the rotary phone, where we start at 0 and we stop at the quarter moon. You see we stop at the quarter moon on this? Because that's where it is. You go and you dial, right? 0 is over here. You go all the way around. See, 7 and 6 are together? But in the push button phone, 7 and 6 are no longer together. They come together in magic square, 7 and 6, but in the regular phone, okay, the 6 is over here and the 7 is way over here. This is also known as low shoe, magic square. Okay, magic 33 square equaling to 81. It also represents the clock 60 plus 21. 60 and 21 is your 81, and the spirit 91. How do we get 91? Well, 4 times 3, 4 plus 3 equals to 12 and 7. 12 and 7 equals to 19 or 91. The spirit, 9 times 9 is 81 plus. This is what we're going to do. So now where is that 33 found? That 33, let me move this camera over a little bit, is found in Pac-Man. That here is the pound key, and here is the pound key. Ding, ding, line, scrape, scrape. Where the quarter moon would go is right over here. Where the quarter moon would go over here. Here are your 10 numbers. Here are your 10 numbers starting with 0. Here is the rotary dial in between. Here is the rotary dial in between. As I turn the rotary dial, I'm using this. This will go up. This will tilt over to the top here, pushing this down. While this is going up, this is going down. If I was turning with gears, this would turn around to the right. This would turn around to the left. Voila, we have Europe and North America, where the toilets go a different way. This is an opening here. This is an opening here. This is a piece for the gears. They add on this piece for the gears, and they turn it. It can only go 1/4 turn. and 1/4 turned down, unless we're going to do it a different way. Okay, I'm not going to go that way. I'm going to go full gears. This piece in the center fills in 3 areas here, up here, in the middle here, down here, equaling to 3, minusing the area where 0, 1 goes in, minusing the area where 0, 1 goes in. So instead of having 10 numbers and 10 numbers, you now have 9 numbers and 8 numbers, and the one in between where the quarter moon goes. So here's your 9 number total where we're talking in 9, 10, 11, 12, and here's your 9 numbers, 10, 11, and 12. We connect these two together. This one into one world, this one into the other world. This is what transmits the energy. And then we have up and down. This is what gets into the 2. Here's your rotary dial. You remember the center of the rotary dial on this is a representation of 5. Now if we put the 5 in here, inside of this one, and to put the 5 in that one, 5 doesn't exist because 5 is the pinion that spins the rest of these numbers. So we no longer have 10, we automatically have 9, where 0 is no longer the 9th, where 5 is no longer a number because it's used as the core, it's used as what turns the gears of the clock. Okay? At the same time, if it was multi-dimensional, right, this would be the back side, I would be turning another side back here in a different dimension, different levels of the planets. So this is your total of 12 on the clock. This is your total of 12 on the clock because it was only 9. This one and this one. We took that piece and boom, we put it in. Now I'm going to finish the design. Okay, we're going to finish the design. And if you notice, right, this can actually be done this way, and this is done this way. And now we have our bow tie. At the same time, this is what fits where the thyroid gland is inside your neck. Another way to look at it is, how can I do this? I wanted to do this a little bit different, marking that, how can we mark this? I wanted to mark this. Do I do it this way, and this way, and this way, and this way, this way, and this way, and this way, and this way? And we'd end up with the Star of David. I'm going to turn this backwards. Okay, I'm going to turn this backwards and create the Star of David that now connects the 2 Pac-Mans together, 160 degrees and 160 degrees of your total of 220. And you put your clock on here. This would be the back of the clock. This would be the center of the clock. This would be the core of the clock. When this turns, turning this planet and this planet, this will turn your 24-hour day. Your 12-hour day, your 12-hour day consisting of your 24-hour day. This is what I came up with, the 5 getting missed. Here is your actual 10 numbers. We're not counting the center for anything in the rotary dial. But when we come to push button, okay, the 4, 5, 6 goes over here. We get 2 push button phones, and now 44 is aligned over here. 6 is on the outside, 5 is in the center. We connect boom, boom, 5, and we connect underneath the 2 5s. Now I'm not really sure which way you want to look at this. Here's your 2 Pac-Mans. Here's your 2 sides. Here's, let's say this is a square. We fit 4 people here and 4 people here. We move these 2 squares together. So now we can only fit 3 and 3, 6. So 8 is now 6. But if this side is up against the wall, okay, we now put 5. If this was a passageway, we now have 4, 8, now passes 4. Face to face, where 1 faces 1 and 1, 1 faces 1 and 1, and they share their meal in between. So this is how this is done over here. The same thing I wanted to show you is the same thing as here. This piece here, excuse me, this piece over here, okay, and this piece over here, where we put it together. And when this turns this way, that one's turned that way. This is the piece that's in between, and this is your Magen David star. Raphael trying to put things together in my own fashion. I do want to say one more thing. When we wheat with heat, apparently this is also the representation of 8. Wheat says 8 in French. Another thing I wanted to mention is that 1 and 4 go together. Now, what is 1 and 4? Just want to see. Okay, I'm still on hold over here on the elevator music. Where is 1 and 4? Okay, I'm going to show you that 1 and 4 where it goes together. Okay, 1 and 4 goes together as so. Here is 1 and 4. Here is 4 and here is 1. Don't count anything else. Your 4 and 1 is here. Your 3 is when you have a connection between here and here. Okay? But this is on an angle. It has to be tilted, let's say, on this angle. This one over here, there's an 8 separation. Although it's the same size and there's an 8 separation, that means it'll be on this angle. This one over here will be on that angle. Don't have to explain it. Here's your 1, 2, 3. Here's your 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 times 120, 4 times 90. Both bring in your 360. Here is your 1 and 9 coming together. Here is your 2 and 1, 9 and 21. 0, 9 equals to 6 and 9 equals to 15, which is the letter O. 21 is the letter U, equaling to total of 36, and this is your creation. 3 by 6 is 18 and 0, 9. 9 and 9 equals to 27. 2 and 7 is 9. That is your creation of 9. 2 and 3 is your communication. What is it? The outside. This one is what links to everything. And this one is the in and exit. And this boom, boom, from here to here. Follow 1, 2, 3. That's all you need for your diameter. If you're using that diameter, it's like that. If you're using the other diameter, it's like this. Because your greatest diameter is here to here, and your greatest diameter in there is here to here. One is the plus sign, one is the multiplication sign. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 equals to 2. 2 areas where you put them together. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.